Welcome to creating a training plan to fit your schedule. My name is Janice Leister. I will be your instructor for this course. This is just going to be a brief overview of the course as well as the syllabus, and then I will also be introducing myself to you. As I said, my name is Janice Leister. I'm located in Jacksonville, Florida. You can see my email and phone information here. I've been running um, long distances for the last 10 or so years. Before that, I used to run track and field in high school. I started when I was in middle school. So I basically have been running since I was 12 years old over varying distances. I started out as a sprinter and then slowly transitioned to longer and longer distances. Now I am often running half marathons, and then I've completed 11 marathons and one 50K. My goal is to run a half marathon and a marathon in every state. And so I am 10 for each. I'm 10 for the half and I'm 10 for the marathon. So I've still got a long way to go for that goal. So running is a very big part of my life. I travel to different races, obviously. So it's part of my travel plans. It's part of my work schedule in the sense that I incorporate, when I leave work to accommodate runs that I'd like to complete. I'm raising my daughter to be around the running community, and so she completes races as well. So it's a very big part of my life. So I'm looking forward to helping you start this journey and kind of figure out, where to really get started to meet some goals. This course introduces the concept of creating a training plan for beginning runners. It's designed with the idea that you don't have too much knowledge about training plans and setting paces, but and then you've just started running, but really could apply to anybody who just wants a refresher or wants to learn a little bit more information about those things. I focus on the half marathon in the sense that when I talk about training plans, I'm using what I would use for a half marathon, but each resource can be customized to fit different distances. So 5K, 10K, half, full marathon. Our resources are going to address each of those. The course examines running pace, cross training, distance progression, and fueling. So it's going to mainly focus on running pace and distance progression. The fueling and cross training, there's going to be a little bit of that in some of the resources that you're reading. And then the culmination of the course will be runners using a 1 mile run to set an initial pace for training. So you're going to do a 1 mile run, figure out what your pace is for that 1 mile, and then kind of work from there. How can you use that in your training plan? So our learning objectives will be to identify your running pace. And so you will do that when you do your 1 mile run. You'll figure out what's this initial running pace you want to start with. And then you will design a training plan based upon that information that you gather from that run. And then you will implement your training plan. So once you're done with what you learn in this course, it's now time for you on your own independent journey to implement that training plan. And hopefully you will gain the tools to make adjustments along the way to fit your needs. So when you need to kind of, maybe change your schedule a little bit or something's not working for you, you can keep customizing that schedule to fit your needs. So let's get started. Go and introduce yourself in the discussion one post. I look forward to meeting everyone. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions as we get started.